we are back in SketchUp looking at our little pool house development. And what we can now do is we can go to the point cloud manager and we can import the point cloud pool house scanning data. And at the moment what I've imported is the environment and the first point cloud file exported from LCC. So if I turn on the environment, I will see most of the sky and the horizon. And if I then turn on point cloud 1, I will see the actual scan that we recorded. So we've got here the information of the grass, the tree line, and then the area around us. As I said, the environment scan gives us then the color that we want to see on the horizon itself. And what we'll do is by using the scroll wheel, you can of course zoom in and out. And then using the eyedropper, we will look around as if we are standing in this space. Now, in SketchUp, natively, you have a field of view of 35 degrees. So let's make that 50 degrees. So we get a little bit of a better angle to work from or to operate from. And then using the pan tool, hopefully we don't get stuck too much in the point cloud model, in the tree specifically. We can then navigate throughout the model. If we don't want to see the model because it's creating too many obstructions, then we can obviously hide it again in the manager of the splats. For now, we will hide the pool house itself, and we will simply do a selection here. So we will select this area, which selects the pieces of wood, and we will say, please cut that out as a new entity selection. And then we will do the same on the right-hand side with the pool house, with the dog house. And we will say, please intelligently, or intelligently as possible, cut out the dog house. And where it doesn't do a great job, we will then simply pick up the scale tool and make sure that we snap to the splat and not to SketchUp. And we can rotate this part of our scan. Let's select that box. Yeah, let's rotate that. Let's widen that scan slightly to incorporate the wood on our right-hand side. Okay. Let's go back to the selection tool, click on the scissors and cut this out as a new selection. And then when we navigate to the splat manager, let's wait for that menu to reappear. Then we will be presented with a new menu with the extracted elements. And we will cut that out and we will cut that out. So by cutting this out, we are essentially removing the floor from our point cloud as well. So you can use the scale tool to remove that cutout slightly, to lift that cutout slightly off the ground. And in this case, we will not do that. We will simply turn back on our pool house copy. And now it is a little bit easier to look into this area without the wood being in the way. And on this side, we no longer have to view the dog house itself. And slowly navigating through this, we will turn around and we will see how the pool house lines up with the environment around it. So that is a first impression of using SketchUp and the Gaussian splatting tool together. Last but not least, let's also just look at this as the point cloud environment that we had in Lixel Studio earlier. We'll go to the display settings and we will now say modeling mode. So we see that paint by numbers environment and then point cloud itself. And now you can see a colorized point cloud and some of the fixtures and features in the back. So that point cloud data then gives us a good impression on how have we positioned this. It seems like we're still a little bit off the ground and we need to adjust our angle a little bit. But this gives us a good snapping point, or points, gives us good snapping points for any of our geometry. We can then save this as a linked splat, so a SketchUp splat file. And then each time when we reopen our SketchUp model, that splat environment will automatically be loaded from wherever we saved it. For now, this is my introduction to Gaussian splatting using SketchUp, the SketchUp Gaussian splatting plugin, the Lixel hardware, specifically the K2, and the Lixel Cyber Color Studio. I hope this has been helpful. Please leave in the comment any other requests that you would like to see using this plugin or using the hardware, and we will do any further workflow videos from here on out on other topics that are of interest to you. Please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.